Hi, this is Catherine Moore, and this is Exposing a Monster podcast. The next recorded conversation also took place on March 28th of 2017, and this is season 3, episode 18 of Exposing a Monster podcast. And I am about to play the recorded conversation with you, for you, that took place on March 28th of 2017.
Don't put it in my eyes, Kevin, or I will take it back. All right. Hey, say hi.
Hello?
We're here.
Say hi to Alex. Say hi to your mama.
Mama, what do you do when I hang up on you? Is my mom there?
No.
She does not.
Ask you a question.
She should not be around the kids. Hold on.
Whatever.
Around the kids.
Happens in my household is none of your business, Kay.
I need to keep my mom away from the kids, Carl.
Right, that's fine. Will you talk to Alex now?
You need to be nice to me in front of the kids. You and your mother need to stop being verbally abusive to me in front of the kids.
Okay, whatever. Will you talk to Alex or stop goading me?
I am not doing anything to you, Carl. You need to...
Look, don't even talk to me at all. Talk to Alex instead. Alex, talk to mama. Dude, say something to your mama.
You and your mother need to stop being nasty to me in front of the kids because it upsets the kids. It's not great to me and it's...
In this conversation, it is quite clear how abusive Carl Edward Anthony is to me. And I had also told him he needed to stop being verbally abusive to me in front of the kids, that it affected the kids. In this conversation, I am also telling him that my mother, Grace Dowden, did not have any business being around her kids. And the reason why Grace Dowden, my mother, did not have any business being around our kids is because in 2017, on March 7th of 2017, I obtained a recorded conversation with my mother where I directly asked her if she drugged me with codeine so that my father could sexually assault me. And her response was, yeah. I have that recorded conversation here, and I will play it for you. The significance of this conversation, other than besides the fact that she admitted to doing something horrific to me as a child, is that my father was also a United Methodist minister, and he was a United Methodist minister during this time that my mother drugged me so that my father could sexually assault me. And my father had also been employed under the Texas Annual Conference Administration of the United Methodist Church in Houston, Texas, from 1986 until around 2000. He went on disability through the United Methodist Church. And this is a conversation of my mother admitting to drugging me so that my father could sexually assault me.
I want to know, what was your justification for not letting me out of the apartment, for blocking the door so I could not get out? Why did you do that?
Because I was trying to get you to listen to me.
By blocking the apartment door and not letting me leave the apartment?
Yeah, I blocked you in.
Where's your justification for giving me codeine when I was 6 years old? Why'd you do that? When you knew I was
The
making
doctor
sick.
told me to.
That's a load of shit, too.
Well,
You
whatever.
knew it made me sick. You even went over to the neighbor's house and got strawberry ice cream and put it in the ice cream and fed it to me in the ice cream after I had already threw it up. Why'd you do that? Was it easier to keep me sedated so you didn't have to deal with me?
Yeah,
Is that what was
Yeah.
more convenient for you?
yeah.
Or was it so I wouldn't know that my dad was molesting me? Is that it?
Yeah.
Your sarcasm
Okay.
and your arrogance isn't getting you anywhere.
Bye.
In this conversation, my mother unapologetically admits to drugging me so that my father could sexually assault me. And this is another story along with the Texas Annual Conference and how they wanted to cover it up. And I also experienced retaliation in the family court system for exposing the abuse that I went through growing up. And I am also going to cover that story as well. I'm also going to include another conversation where my mother is abusive to me. And this was on the same night of March 7th of 2017. And in this conversation, she also physically threatens me. And in the beginning, the first recording, the recorded conversation I have of Carl Edward Anthony, I am telling Carl that she does not have any business around our kids. And he is saying, if I have her, whoever I have around our kids is my business. So basically, it's really, according to Carl Edward Anthony, it's nobody's business if he chooses to have a child abuser around our children. It's his business. And unfortunately, Carl Edward Anthony has been above the law, and he is allowed to have anybody who chooses to drug a child so that that child can be sexually assaulted. He can allow that person around our children.
Did you come knocking on my door this weekend?
No. I don't even know where you live, Kay.
You're lying, too.
Well, I thought you lived in those apartments we used to live in, I guess. I have not been anywhere, Kay.
Did you come and knock on my door this weekend?
No.
I strongly suggest that you stay away. Do not show up.
I have
my
not
place
knocked on your
ever.
door.
If you do, I will call the police.
You go
You better
right ahead.
stay away.
sweetheart.
Don't call
You
me
go-
that.
You go right ahead.
I will, and you will not be taken seriously. I could have filed charges against you for trapping me in your apartment, and I didn't.
Oh,
Yes,
you go right ahead and do that too.
you think this is a joke? You shut me up in your apartment.
No, but you are a joke, Kay. All that nah stuff.
You had
You're
no right to
getting
trap me in your apartment.
You're getting ridiculous.
You had no right to trap me in your apartment.
Oh, I just shut the door, God.
You were wrong, and it was wrong to shut me up in your apartment and not allow me out.
Oh,
I was trying to leave, and you shut the door, you
bless
locked
your
the
little
door.
heart. I know that I can just overtake you.
You really think that's appropriate? You really think anybody's going to take you seriously and think you're sane when you're threatening to physically overtake me after just admitting you shut me up in your apartment?
Okay, people can see how silly that is and how silly you are.
No,
Going from one extreme to the other.
no, they'll see how insane you are.
Oh, I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. If you want to do all of that,
Drugging
you go
a
right
child
ahead.
when she's 6 years old, giving a child codeine, you know how sick it makes her. That is sick behavior.
Okay,
I don't know anybody in their right mind. No, go ahead. You're going to justify it? No, I want to hear your justification for giving me codeine when I was 6 years old, knowing I would throw it up. Let's hear it. Huh?
And this is exactly why Carl Edward Anthony did not have any business having my mother around our kids. And not only did he have her around our kids, but he also allowed her to be alone with our children. And fast forward to 2 years later, and I was ordered supervised visitation by the family court system, and I was forced to visit our two sons at a United Methodist Church, at St. Stephen's United Methodist Church, that was under the same administration that employed my father, who sexually assaulted me, while my mother drugged me with a narcotic codeine.